Picture this. It's Tuesday night at Windsor Castle. The grandest state banquet of the year is about to begin. And walking through those historic doors comes Princess Catherine, looking like she just stepped out of a royal fairy tale. But here's the thing, while she's absolutely glowing in crimson silk, sources say someone in California is seeing red for completely different reasons. What's up, royal watchers? If you missed what happened at Windsor Castle this week, you're in for a treat. Because we're about to dive into one of the most stunning displays of royal power and grace we've seen all year, and the drama it's apparently causing 5,000 miles away in Montecito. Let me paint you a picture. French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte are visiting Britain. We're talking full diplomatic glamour, the kind of event where world leaders gather, chandeliers sparkle, and every detail matters. The setting? Windsor Castle in all its medieval majesty. The dress code? White tie and decorations. Basically, the royal equivalent of bring your A-game. And Catherine? She didn't just bring her A-game. She rewrote the rules entirely. Here's where things get interesting. Catherine stepped out in a custom crimson Givenchy gown designed by Sarah Burton. We're talking about a dress that looks like it was crafted by fashion angels. Dramatic caped back, perfect tailoring, silk that catches light like liquid fire. She literally floated into that banquet hall. But the real power move? The accessories. On her head sat the lover's knot tiara, and here's why that matters. This wasn't just any tiara. This was Princess Diana's favorite piece. Talk about carrying on a legacy with style. She paired it with earrings from the late Queen Elizabeth, royal family orders from both Queen Elizabeth and King Charles, plus a French Legion of Honor. Basically, she was wearing the entire history of royal diplomacy on her shoulders. Now, here's what makes this moment truly powerful. Catherine has been undergoing cancer treatment. She's been supporting King Charles through his own health battles. She could have easily stayed home, and no one would have blamed her. Instead, she shows up looking like the definition of strength and elegance. That's not just fashion, that's character. But while Catherine was making diplomatic history, word is that things weren't so peaceful in Montecito. And here's why this matters to our story. Remember when Meghan was still a working royal? Givenchy was basically her signature brand. Claire Waite-Keller designed her wedding dress. Meghan probably thought she had some kind of exclusive connection to the fashion house. Well, Sarah Burton just proved that real royal style isn't about claiming a brand, it's about understanding your role and wearing it with confidence. Let's be real about the contrast here. Catherine left royal duties temporarily for health reasons but came back stronger than ever. She understood that sometimes stepping back is part of stepping up. Compare that to someone who left royal life after less than 2 years, claiming the institution was impossible to work with. The difference? Catherine sees challenges as part of the job. Others saw them as reasons to quit. Princess Anne once said something that really captures this moment. Being royal is about service, not stardom. You show up in regalia one day, and the next you're in a shelter in the rain. Catherine gets this. She can wear a tiara at a state banquet and then visit a children's hospital the next day with the same level of commitment. That's what real royalty looks like. Let's talk about why Catherine's look worked so perfectly. First, the color choice. Crimson red against the gold and burgundy of Windsor Castle's state dining room. It was bold without being attention-seeking. The silhouette was classic but modern. The cape detail added drama without being over the top. And the way she carried herself? That's something you can't buy or fake. That's confidence earned through years of service. Social media went absolutely wild. Fashion experts were calling it one of the best state banquet looks in decades. Diplomatic photographers couldn't stop capturing her interactions with world leaders. But perhaps the most telling reaction came from the guests themselves. President Macron looked genuinely charmed during their conversations. That's soft power diplomacy at its finest. While Catherine was building international relationships through style and substance, reports suggest that someone in California wasn't exactly celebrating. Sources close to Montecito apparently describe a very different mood that evening. It's one thing to leave royal life behind. It's another to watch your former sister-in-law absolutely excel at everything you claimed was impossible.